Hello and welcome to Qbeh-1 or -1, whatever you want to call it, the Atlas Cube. So I finished Qbeh, the original, and I was not very satisfied with that video. The gameplay was pretty choppy and I found the video turned out pretty blurry and stuff, but the main problem was that it was a huge video even after compressing. It was almost 3 gigabytes, which with my crappy upload of like 0.8, it took me almost, I think, over 10 hours to upload overnight. So even when I got up again, it was still uploading, and that's kind of becoming a problem. So, because of that, I don't know how this game is gonna compress. We'll see, we'll try it out, so I'll get into frame rates and stuff a bit later, and you might want to skip that. But for this first episode, I'm gonna try to make the video 1080p, but if that turns out to be too much for my internet, if the videos are simply too big, then I'm gonna have to tone it down. But I have already started or made one change, and I'm gonna start talking a bit about frame rates and stuff like that and video making. So if you're not interested in this has nothing to do with Qbeh-1 really. I mean, obviously it does, it's relevant, but still, you might not want to listen to this. So I'll just put in an annotation or something if you want to skip to the intro of the game. But up until now, I've actually been recording most of my Let's Play videos in 60 FPS, because it made sense for the games that I did it to. I recorded at 60 FPS, and then when I rendered it down, I downsampled to 30 FPS, which causes some sort of ghosting where you see 2 frames in 1 frame. If you look at some of my other videos, like, yeah, the Qbeh video, and you freeze frame at any point, you can almost always see 2 images, because they're like overlapping. And for certain games, that works really well, but for certain games like Qbeh, it does not. So, for games like Fairy Bloom Freesia or Card City Nights, it works great, because it doesn't really take away from much, because there isn't that much movement in the overall screen, in the whole image, like an FPS game. And it's more about 2D environments or 2.5D environments, and then like animations that need to be smooth. And when you blend the frames, the animations look super smooth, but it does cause a bit of blur. But when there's if it's only something as minor as Fairy Bloom Freesia, when it's like character animations, it looks way better in my opinion to have them really smooth, but a bit blurrier, than have them like crispy, but completely like choppy, you know. So that's what I've been doing, and for Quantum Conundrum that also worked pretty well, but Quantum Conundrum was a pretty blurry, like sort of soft-ish game, where there wasn't many like sharp corners and edges and a very defined aesthetic. I don't know the words, but Qbeh-1 definitely needs to look very crisp, very like precise. So doing it the way that I have been doing did not really work out for this game. So I went through this whole thing where I recorded at 60 FPS, and then I had to like downsample it or disable resampling and make it 30 FPS, and then render it out to 30 and all that stuff, and I got it looking pretty much how I wanted. And then I realized I just recorded a clip in 30 FPS straight from the story, and it looks the same. So the only thing is I lose out on the options when I recorded 60 FPS. If you recorded 60 FPS 1080p, you can do whatever you want. You can change the frame rate any way you want, and you can change the resolution however you want, pretty much. So it's much more flexible. But for this game, I don't think it matters, and I think file sizes are what matters. So I'm gonna record this at 30 FPS. Hopefully it will look smooth enough. I'll do my best in editing and stuff to make it look good. That should be about it. So yeah, beyond that, let's take a look at the options menu. They have improved a lot over Qbeh. Qbeh didn't really have an options menu. It was just the Unity launcher thing where you select like this. Basically, this was everything that was in Qbeh, the original Qbeh. So in this version, you can select resolution and refresh rate. You can select the quality, You can turn VSync on and off. I was complaining a lot about screen tearing, and that this game also had screen tearing, but VSync fixed it. But I noticed when I switched to 30 FPS that it wasn't really an issue anymore, and VSync kind of slowed down the game for me a tiny bit, just made it look a bit more choppy or choppier. So I decided to keep it off. We'll see if I need it, if there's too much screen tearing going on. Field of view was 75, but 90 is pretty much the minimum that I like. I mean, it depends on the game. Some games just look horrible with very high FOVs. Like, I think Borderlands, I played that with like 95 and it just looked like a giant fisheye, and it kind of made me nauseous and stuff. But it depends on the game. But for this game, 90 looks really nice, so I just brought it all the way up. And Bloom, I have Bloom on. You can select here, this is pretty interesting. So you see I have anti-aliasing off, and if I click this now, I guess I'll try to sync up my audio with this. There might be some cutting in this intro because I'm having to rethink my thoughts and such, but whatever. So I'm just gonna, I need to sync my audio anyway, so give me one moment. And you can look at this block, see if you see any difference when I toggle this on or off. I don't know if you can even see that, but on my end, there is a little bit of anti-aliasing going on. Very tiny amounts, just making it look a bit more blurry. Which again, I don't think this game should look blurry. It's very like crisp and sharp, so I like it that way. And I'm gonna keep anti-aliasing off because it made recording much easier. It records. I'm like mousing over here because here's where my DxTory like refresh rate or frame rate thing is, and I have like about 120, 160 frames per second when I have this off, instead of having like with VSync on and this on. It was just kind of choppy and 60, and you know, I don't know, it was just not working out. So this is what I'm gonna go with. I hope it turns out well, so we'll see. Audio options are pretty small, but I guess it's just basically sound effects and music. I would like to have a slider where you can select only sound effects, so you can have the music up really high, but the sound effects low, because if I lower the master volume, it lowers the music as well, which I don't like. So, bit of criticism there. They should include more sliders, like at least a sound effect slider, I feel. But it's okay. And I'll just keep these on 100%, and we'll see if the audio is fine, otherwise I might tweak it later on. Gameplay, all of these were on by default, so I'm gonna keep them on. Head bobbing should be fine. I prefer that, it looks more natural and stuff. And always run is kind of strange. I'm not sure if there is a key where you can walk, because otherwise it's kind of strange, but we might play around with that. And then controls, oh, I guess, yeah, here, edit controls. I actually had to bring the sensitivity way down. It was like here, I think, at 2 or something, and it was really high. And of course, turn mouse smoothing off, because that's terrible. Yeah, run is left shift, but there is no walk. That's unfortunate. It would be nice if they had run and walk sort of interchangeable. So if you had run on by default, holding shift would make you walk, and if you had run off, holding shift would make you run, because sometimes I might want to walk. If you need to do some like really precise jumping or something without going too far forward or something, it might be nice to walk. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And otherwise it's pretty self-explanatory here. Apparently there's a bunch of different cubes, which we'll see how they play into the thing. R to reset to checkpoint is really nice. I love that they've done this, so you can just very quickly, without having to go to the menu, you can just press one key and then you reset, which is very nice. And just basic WASD and space to move and stuff. So yeah, that's about it for the options. I've already been doing like 10 minutes of this, but I'm gonna try to cut it down a bit. And I was gonna say I want to keep this first video a bit shorter, but I don't think I can do that in good conscience now that I've spent so much time just talking. So, I'm just gonna clear this profile. It says 0%, so I haven't done anything. I've just gone in and jumped around the first area. but just to be safe, I'm just gonna clear it, so we have a complete fresh save. So, let's jump into it and see what awaits us in Qbeh-1, the Atlas Cube. So this is kind of interesting. I think this is... Oh! Wow, I didn't even do this when I checked. So this is the level select, kind of. That's very interesting, and the turning is kind of strange. But yeah, so you can select any level that you want, but obviously we haven't unlocked any, and I guess later on we might be able to like click to this cube or something, and this is world 2, and then it's gonna bring it up here, and there's gonna be another one. Something like that, I would imagine. So, let's jump into World 1, Level 1. Calling, which we now know is the title and not the loading screen. But I guess it's the loading screen as well. And here we are. So yeah, hopefully it will look relatively smooth for you. I'm gonna try not to do too much jerky motions, or too many jerky motions. And there's water! Hooray! There's actually water in this game, and you can like walk around in it, or splash, and it's awesome. So yeah, I really love the look of this game so far. I've just ran around in here, I see there's a cube there, but I haven't even tried picking that up. And yeah, the anti-aliasing, actually, let's try this here. Let's see if you can see any difference whatsoever. If I turn this, oh actually, wait, let's do this. So I'll turn anti-aliasing on, and maybe around here you might see something. Let's see. Yeah, I can see it here. There's a little bit, like, lighter when you turn off the anti-aliasing. It's so unnoticeable, or so barely noticeable, that I don't even want to keep it on, because it just does slow down the frame rate. So I think this looks fantastic, and hopefully you will as well. And yeah, really nice panoramic backgrounds. They do look kind of awkward when you look at them like this, because you can see the like panorama line going around here. But yeah, it's still really nice. So this is what I saw last time, or when I was just jumping around. I just saw this and decided to try and jump for it. And apparently you can, but I'm probably gonna die here now. So let's see. Yep, damn it. Also interesting, I did get 2 achievements. I'm not sure if the Steam overlay is being recorded in this game, but just by jumping around, I got 1 achievement where I just fell off, and that was an achievement, just falling off the edge. And then I was trying some recording, and then I quit to desktop here, and apparently that counts as a rage quit. So the game was like, oh, you rage quit, here, have an achievement for it. Which is a bit strange, but I guess I'm a rage quitter, so let's see if we can do this. Oh, close. The thing is, I already know what's in here, so even if we get in, I might... shit. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna wait a tiny bit with that, and just go over here. Because this cube, you can see, it's just a normal cube, like in Qbeh. And if we right-click, we get the cube. Oh, they even added animations and stuff. That's pretty nice. And you can't place them anywhere. You can only place them on these blocks. And as you can see, the reticule turns, or is it reticule or reticle? I'm not sure. It turns green when you can place them. So you can place them pretty far away and pick them up. So that's nice. And yeah, they added this green outline when you can pick up a block, which I think is really nice. There's just a whole lot of polish in this game compared to the original Qbeh, which is very nice to see. So, if I place this here, I want to get another cube. Do I get another cube? No, wait, can I get out? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, the thing is, I just want 1 more cube, and then we could do some interesting stuff, I think. So, I guess I'll bring this with me, and hopefully, before this level is over, we can get another cube. Yes, we can. Here's a bunch of them. Alright, so I'm gonna grab all of these, and then head back, because Hopefully if I die with these, I won't lose them all. That would be kind of annoying. But there's kind of a secret, I think, but I don't know if it leads to anything, so we'll have to see. But if I go here, is there anywhere where I can, like, build? No, not that I can see, so I have to make this jump. And I know you can, so give me one moment. Yeah, okay, we did it. Sweet. I thought I would have to redo that a couple of times. So we got here, or I did, and there's this weird, like, S right here, or if it's S1, or if it's SR, or if it's just an S, or if it's nothing at all. But there's a hole in the ceiling, so I'm thinking we can probably just stack up here. Oh! Oh, they changed that! Did they? Oh, nice! Okay, so they didn't want you to break the game like I was doing in Qbeh, so you can no longer stack up underneath you, which I guess makes sense. But I should be able to do something like this. Wait, can I do this? Wait. Come on. No, that's the topmost one. I want the one below. Come on, cube. Oh, I see. They've made the stacks. Ah, you can't have floating cubes anymore. Interesting. So if I remove this, that cube can no longer stay in the air. That's interesting as well. Damn it. So I guess there's not much breaking going on in this game. We won't be able to sequence break as much as I would have liked. So how do we get up the highest that we can? I'm honestly not too sure. I guess I can do this and then place it off the side here. Oh no. Damn it. Do it. Come on. You should be able to place that, right? Right? Maybe not. Well, I guess I can place it here at least, so I can get one more block up, but it doesn't really help us. I can get out these windows. I'm not sure if I should, so I guess we'll try that instead. And yeah, now I can't... Oh, wrong. Now I can't remove these tiny blocks, or these diagonal blocks. So, yeah, very interesting changes to the mechanics. And yeah, there is something here in the other window, so let's get to that one instead. And yeah, I actually really like these new block mechanics. They make more sense, and they're harder to exploit. There's probably some way we can exploit them at some point or another, but for now at least, looks like it's safe. So, yeah, let's go out here and see if this is just like maybe a shortcut, or if it's actually a secret hidden somewhere. Oh, oh, okay, good, we're good. Ah, it's a thing. Pyramid. And I guess it's a collectible of some kind. So was that the secret pyramid of justice and doom? Something like that. Ah, and then I just get out here. Cool, so there are actually, or there are actual secrets in this game. That's really nice. I like that a lot, because then there's like more point to exploring around and trying to get outside the levels and stuff. So yeah, that's very, very cool. I like that. And now, I guess I have to do this or something. But as long as they have a wall to stick to, you can have a cube on its own, but just not floating in midair, apparently. Which makes sense, and yeah, I like that. Hi. Are you... It looks like an owl statue from Majora's Mask. I guess it might be a checkpoint of sorts. So when we activate these, let's try it, I guess. So, bye! So let's see. We're back here and we have all the cubes that we did have. So if I place these around just randomly, actually I need to place them like this. I just place them like so, and then go kill myself. Will I get the cubes back? Probably. Yes, you get the cubes back. So that's interesting. Alright, just exploring all the mechanics and stuff. And here, just have to jump across, I suppose. Not really anything difficult here. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be, what is it called? Observant about all the different paths you can take if there are any more secrets hidden around. And yeah, this game just looks so amazing. I really love the look of it, and I wish there would be more music in the background because I really love the music of this. Oh, like here. Maybe there's something hidden behind somewhere. Let's just look around a bit. Doesn't look like it. I don't think I can get up there, no. Maybe from the other side? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing, by the way. I am very, very curious and thorough in my platforming, so don't expect quick progression in this game from me. But it doesn't seem like we can get anywhere, really. So I guess we'll head into level 2. Crossroads. Yeah, everything just looks so much better and, as I said, more polished in this version compared to the original Qbeh. Because, I mean, I guess this is a full-blown game and Qbeh was just a student project of some kind. So it's really nice to see they've definitely improved pretty much everything that I can tell, so far at least. And yeah, this is the music that I'm talking about. The music in Qbeh and this game is just fantastic. It's very, very relaxing and I love the sound of it. So, cool, we have three roads. Crossroads, in fact. Well, we don't have 3 crossroads, but, you know. So I guess we'll head left. There's a totem pole of sorts. And there's much more variety in the looks, the atmosphere and stuff. Well, I guess Qbeh did have some pretty nice variety with the, like, rainy level and stuff like that, so not in that sense, but just the general architecture has a bit more variety. Another cube, we'll take that. Before we go over there, let's climb up here and around. I can get there, but that would probably be... Oh, I see you there. I see you. How do I get to you? Just through here? Yeah, cool. Okay, oh, great. So, when we die and we didn't hit a checkpoint, we have to go and collect all of the cubes again. So I guess that is a mild annoyance, but not really any problems. And okay, so if you hold down right-click, you don't pick up the cube as soon as you get to it, which would be kind of a nice touch, I think, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Oh man, I'm already at 25 minutes, but I want to keep playing. This is amazing. I'm really enjoying this so far, and I haven't really done anything this episode because of all the talking. So I should probably end it pretty soon. I don't want to go overtime like I always do. Alright, second collectible thing. But yeah, I always think, or I overestimate the amount that I can trim away from my episodes, but then it just ends up that it's a really, really long episode, and I should probably try to keep it a bit shorter for this first one. So, yeah, maybe I should end here, even though I want to keep going. That might have had to be the introduction to Qbeh-1, the Atlas Cube. So, yeah, thank you for watching this episode. Next time we'll do more just progression and actually playing the game. So, sorry for the short introduction, but yeah, hopefully you're as excited about this game as I am. I am actually really looking forward to playing this now. Yeah, cool. Alright, so, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next episode of Qbeh. I keep saying the same things. Whatever. See you then. Bye-bye!